Imagine standing at the edge of a new journey, the horizon stretching wide before you. What if the difference between success and struggle lies in a single choice? To pause, to plan, to prepare. Sun Tzu, the ancient master of strategy, once said, "Plan before you act, and your path will be clear." These words, born in the heat of battle, hold a timeless truth for anyone seeking to grow, to thrive, to carve a meaningful path through life. They remind us that clarity comes not from rushing forward, but from stepping back, envisioning the way ahead, and moving with purpose. Today, let's explore how planning can light the way to personal growth, guiding us through uncertainty with hope and confidence. Life, though, often feels like a storm that leaves little room for planning. We're pulled in 1,000 directions: work demands, family responsibilities, endless notifications vying for our attention. The pace of the modern world is relentless, pushing us to act quickly, to keep up, to decide on the fly. But in our haste, we stumble. Opportunities slip through our fingers, relationships fray, and goals we once held dear fade into the background. We feel overwhelmed, lost in a maze of choices and challenges. The pressure to just do something can lead to mistakes, burnout, or a nagging sense that we're not living up to our potential. Deep down, we crave direction, a sense of control, a way to move forward without feeling like we're chasing our own shadow. The harder we try to force our way through, the more tangled the path becomes. Sun Tzu's wisdom offers a lifeline, a way to cut through the chaos. To plan before you act is to take ownership of your journey. It's not about predicting every twist and turn. No one can do that. It's about setting a clear intention, mapping out your steps, and preparing your mind for what lies ahead. Planning is an act of self-respect, a commitment to your own growth. It's about asking the big questions. What do I want? What obstacles might I face? What strengths can I lean on? When we plan, we create a mental blueprint, a vision of where we're going and why. This clarity doesn't eliminate challenges, but it gives us the tools to face them. It's like charting a course across a vast ocean. Storms may come, but with a map in hand, we can navigate with confidence. Sun Tzu's philosophy teaches us that personal growth isn't a race. It's a deliberate journey, one where every thoughtful step brings us closer to who we're meant to be. To understand the power of this idea, let's travel back to ancient China, where Sun Tzu lived over 2,500 years ago. Known as the author of The Art of War, Sun Tzu was a military strategist, philosopher, and general during the turbulent spring and autumn period. His world was one of constant conflict, where kingdoms vied for power and survival hung in the balance. Yet Sun Tzu's genius lay not in brute force, but in strategy. He believed that victory was won long before the battle began, through careful planning, understanding the terrain, and anticipating the enemy's moves. His teachings went beyond warfare, offering insights into leadership, decision-making, and life itself. The art of war has endured for centuries, studied by generals, CEOs, and everyday people seeking clarity in complex situations. Sun Tzu's emphasis on preparation resonates because it speaks to a universal truth. Foresight is the foundation of success, whether on a battlefield or in the quiet battles of our own lives. Let me tell you a story about a man named Arjun, who lived in a bustling city and dreamed of starting his own business. Arjun was a software engineer, skilled but restless, tired of working long hours for someone else's vision. He had an idea for a tech startup, something that could make a difference in education, but the thought of leaving his stable job terrified him. For months, he acted on impulse, quitting his job, diving into late-night coding sessions, and pitching half-formed ideas to investors. But without a clear plan, He hit wall after wall. His savings dwindled, his pitches fell flat, and doubt began to creep in. One evening, feeling defeated, Arjun visited a nearby park and met an older man named Mr. Chun, a retired entrepreneur who often walked there. Sensing Arjun's frustration, Mr. Chun shared a piece of advice. Don't just act, plan. Know your goal, map your steps, and the path will show itself. Inspired, Arjun took a step back. He spent weeks researching the market, outlining his business model, and setting small, achievable milestones. He sought mentors, budgeted carefully, and practiced his pitch until it was sharp. When he finally launched his startup, it wasn't perfect, but it was grounded. Investors noticed his clarity, and his first product gained traction. Arjun realized that planning didn't remove the risks. It gave him the courage to face them. By preparing thoughtfully, he not only built a business, but grew into a leader, confident in his own path. What can we take from Arjun's journey, from Sun Tzu's enduring wisdom? The lesson is clear. Planning is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the difference between wandering aimlessly and walking with purpose. Personal growth doesn't happen by accident. It's cultivated through intention, through the discipline to pause and prepare. Planning isn't about rigidity, it's about freedom. It frees us from the chaos of indecision, the paralysis of overwhelm. It gives us a framework to adapt, to pivot, to keep moving forward even when the unexpected arrives. Sun Tzu's words remind us that clarity is power. When we plan, we align our actions with our values, our goals, our deepest aspirations. And in that alignment, we find hope, not the fleeting kind, but the kind that sustains us through every challenge. So how do we begin? Start today with something small. Pick one goal that matters to you. A career move, a healthier lifestyle, a stronger relationship. Write it down. Ask yourself, what's my first step? What obstacles might I face? What resources do I need? Break it into manageable pieces, like plotting points on a map. Set aside time each week to reflect, to adjust your plan as life unfolds. If you're feeling stuck, try this. Every morning, spend 5 minutes visualizing your day. What do you want to accomplish? How will you handle challenges? This simple act of mental preparation can transform how you move through the world. And don't be afraid to seek guidance. Talk to a mentor, read, learn from others who've walked a similar path. Planning is not a solitary act. It's a way of engaging with the world, of building a life that reflects who you are. The beauty of Sun Tzu's philosophy is that it's within everyone's reach. You don't need wealth, status, or perfect circumstances to plan. You need only a moment of intention, a willingness to look ahead. In a world that thrives on speed, planning is an act of rebellion, a refusal to let life happen to you. It's a declaration that you will shape your own path, one thoughtful step at a time. Each plan you make, no matter how small, is a seed of growth, a spark of hope. And as you act on those plans, you'll find that the path ahead becomes clearer, not because the world has changed, but because you have. Sun Tzu's words are a call to action, a reminder that clarity is born from preparation. So let's answer that call. Let's pause, plan, and step forward with purpose. Let's trust that every moment we spend preparing is an investment in a life of meaning, of growth, of possibility. Because when we plan before we act, we don't just find the path, we create it. And in that creation, we discover the hope and strength to become the person we've always dreamed of being.